Asanda Luwaca is the chairperson, executive chairperson at the NYDA, and she joins us now alongside Dumi Le Roux, the head of Empowa Youth at Empowaworx. Thank you so much for coming through, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
I just want to start with you, Asanda. The executive cohort that you lead came in last year after many stops and starts. It's kind of foggy right now in terms of what's the mandate and the work of the NYDA. Let's just remind our viewers.
Thank you very much, Desiree. So the NYDA would have been established as a result of an Act of Parliament, the NYDA Act 52 of 2008. And really one of our core businesses is to mainstream youth development, or the coordination of youth development in the country. So where we are positioned, one of our core activities is to serve as a lobby and advocacy group for youth development, championing as well as implementation of programs and initiatives that directly speak to responding to the plight of young people, as well as having systems, monitoring and evaluation systems in place wherein we will be able to monitor those interventions that directly address the challenges or directly speak to youth development.
Yeah, I have to say it's very refreshing speaking to a NYDA chairperson who kind of represents the constituency of the organization. But how are you finding it? You're dealing with really difficult national issues such as corruption. Just the other day, the MEC for Kokta, Lebogang Maile, was accusing the NYDA, I think, in an issue that related to about 2.6 million in RDP fallout in Sidibeng. What was happening there, and how are you dealing with such challenges?
Yeah. So, I think when we speak about, the challenges that young people face, our challenges are quite complex. But I think what's important to emphasize is that there are no challenge that is insurmountable, and precisely why there was a need for the establishment of an institution like the NYDA is precisely to address those challenges. So particularly as it relates to the housing the house that was built in Sidibeng. So what happened there was that there was a question that was posed to the provincial government. It was a question for written response, wherein they were inquiring about the building of this particular house. And so the implementing agent would have been the Sidibeng municipality, gave false information or misrepresented information, indicating that as the NYDA, we were part of the building of that house. But we had to set the record straight and indicate that where we came in as the NYDA was even the funding itself. We only funded about 550,000, and that went to employing 20 young people who were part of the actual building, the construction of that particular house, providing them with the relevant PPE, giving them the necessary stipends, because we also want to upskill young people in vast areas, and construction is one of those areas. So our involvement was
has it given you a taste going forward of how accountable you need to be? Because 500,000 for a single RDP house seems incredulous.
One thing that we want to emphasize is that we are a new board. We bring with ourselves vast experience and skill set. But what is important to emphasize that we're also cognizant of some of the perceptions that would have been at play as it relates to the agency. So we are working tirelessly, to change those perceptions and get to a point where we are transparent, we are open with our people, because we understand that we are dealing with taxpayers' monies, and we need to get to a point where there's an efficient and effective allocation and spending of those resources.
South Africans will be watching, right?
No, definitely.
And now you have come together to work with the Orange Farm Empowa Youth event, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But Duma, let's bring you in. What are the origins and the objectives of this event?
Okay, so Empowa Youth is a property of Empowaworx, and Empowaworx is a strategic creative marketing agency in the area of Houghton in Johannesburg. But about 6 years ago, the founder then came up with this beautiful initiative to address youth unemployment, inequality and poverty, and said, you know what, let's have an Empowa Youth initiative that we will then drive and grow as the years go by. And we're proud to say we're now standing, and it's 7 years that we've now had this initiative. And really the purpose is to ensure that we get to a point where as a country we're becoming more economically inclusive. So our target areas are areas that are marginalized, peri-urban, rural as well as township, where we then go in and ensure that we're drawing closer opportunities for youth in terms of job creation and addressing the triple challenges faced by youth today. And even from a mentorship and funding perspective for those young people that are venturing into business. So we really tackle all the areas that youth are looking to grow and be developed, and we're ensuring just that as a country, Empowaworx is playing their role in ensuring that youth are not left behind, especially those seated within those marginalized peri-urban and rural areas. So that's really the role that Empowa Youth plays. We're ensuring that young people have the opportunities, and if they are in those areas, we draw them closer to where they are, just to ensure that they've got a positive future to look forward to.
What will be the role of the NYDA?
So we have partnered with Empowa Youth Week, and our role will be also in line with what Dumi had said, bringing our products and services closer to young people. So we are one of the exhibitors. We will be displaying our various products throughout the week, and also just imparting, what are the various opportunities that exist, because precisely where we are positioned, we are in a position that can leverage on, strategic partnerships that will ultimately assist young people. So we are providing all of that to young people, and we're calling them to also just be part of that.
When NYDA speaks about products and services, what are you referring to?
So we've got a range of financial as well as non-financial products and services. So the emphasis or our key drivers is how do we equip young startups or enterprises. So we've got anything from your voucher programs. We provide mentorship programs as well. Wherein we link mentors with prospective mentees. We also have various platforms. We've got your sayouth.mobi platform, which is a zero-rated platform where a young person can access it on their smartphone, and they don't need to have access to data. And various opportunities can come up, be it employment, be it business or skills opportunities, and so on. So we've got a wide range that speak to just that, and as well as also when we speak about skills development, we've got the Solomon Mahlangu Scholarship Fund, where we provide underprivileged and deserving young people with funding in institutions of higher learning. We've got the Tusano Fund, which also similarly does that, but also assisting your NPOs with the various funding that they require.
There's a bigger conversation in the country now that these people who are taken through these tertiary institutions at the end of the pipeline then are not able to secure jobs, but that's a conversation for another day. Dumi, I was saying that you have 200 speakers, 100 exhibitors, over 50 masterclasses. What else are you offering here, and what's the uptake from youth in Orange Farm?
Okay. So
are they engaged with this?
Yeah, this is a very exciting element for me to talk about. So what else are we offering? We're offering an industry experience for young people. So as I said, I think a point of development for us over the years has been to say, let's create industry stages so youth can come in and create their own program according to their point of interest, so that we're actually impacting and positively so the lives of our young people. So we'll have a 4IR stage, entrepreneurship stage, just to name a few, finance stage, health and wellness.
I have to ask you quickly,
Sure.
Is it strictly for Orange Farm Youth, or can young people anywhere in the country who are able to come through also attend, and what are the details there?
Okay, so this is definitely a hybrid summit. So we'll have youth in contact, and those that aren't able to attend due to where they are geographically located, they're then able to attend online. So we are available on our Facebook platform, YouTube, as well as having a Zoom link, but you'll need to register on our website to be able to do all of this. And we're available on www.empowayyouth.co.za. You can also contact us on 011 482 7256.
Awesome. Of course, this is in the lead up to National Youth Month in June. But thank you so much, ladies. Asanda Luwaca is the executive chairperson at NYDA, and Dumi Le Roux is the head for Empowa Youth, talking about that Orange Farm Empowa Youth weekend that's coming up this weekend and takes place for the whole week.